Spike Lee's finally venturing out into the Netflix realm with his new film, Da 5 Bloods, and I cannot emphasize this enough how bad I wish I could have seen this in the theaters because he just knocked it out of the park. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. If you guys are new here, consider hitting that like and subscribe button if you want to be a geek like me, or in general, if you just love talking movies. I want to make sure to keep talking with you guys down below in the comment section, so hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts, and in general, let's just get started. Da 5 Bloods is a film that really over the last couple of days, this has been a movie that a lot of people in the film space have been talking about, and I've been interested in this, but I never saw the trailer. I was more just interested because it's Spike Lee, and really this cast in general was phenomenal looking, but I was more excited to see what he was going to bring into the Netflix realm because I liked BlacKkKlansman a lot. But Da 5 Bloods might just be Spike Lee's best film yet. Probably his most passion-filled one that comes at a perfect time and scenario and what's going on in today's society and especially in today's America. And the one thing that I can definitely reference into this is how greatly educated this film can educate people. This put me in a different whole perspective than I ever have been before. And definitely over the last couple of weeks, I've educated myself a lot more on the matter and everything going about. But this film just took it to that next level, and I can't emphasize enough that if you are still not understanding, or in general, you are looking for the best way to educate yourself, I think this might be one of the best films for you to do so. 5 Bloods, though, is about 4 African-American vets who battle the forces of man-nature when they return to Vietnam, seeking the remains of not just their fallen squad leader, but the gold fortune he had helped them hide. I love these types of stories, and definitely just from that synopsis alone, and in general, the whole surface level of this movie is very entertaining. This is a very engaging piece, and for 2 hours and 34 minutes, from the opening sequence alone to the very last one, I was hooked. I was shocked. I was stunned through a majority of this movie, but in general, by the end of this, I just felt stupefied. I was so taken back by everything Spike Lee had placed inside of this movie from his directing and from the writing. Speaking about Spike Lee's directing and writing, you can definitely feel the passion coming off the screen. And again, this comes at such a perfect time. Like, really, like, what an amazing time for this film to be coming out into a public space that almost anyone's going to be able to have the chance to watch this, since pretty much anyone you talk to does have Netflix, and I think that's really great to see. Definitely when it comes down to the performances, there's going to be one name you're going to be hearing all year long to award season, that is Delroy Lindo, who plays Paul in here, who gives an absolutely masterclass performance. And honestly, one of the best performances I've seen in the last 10 years. There's a couple sequences that Spike Lee just gives this guy all the material to work through, and he speaks volumes in many different sequences that really dive into what is going on in today. There's so much symbolism in this film. There's times where he breaks the fourth wall and really dives into what is going on in American culture and in general our society, and the way and the parallels that Spike Lee is able to frame what he is saying to also what is going on in our world, and in general what has been going on in our whole entire society throughout our lives, and how we treat other races was phenomenal. And that is, again, some of the most educated stuff, some of the stuff that takes you back the most, and some things that you're like, okay, well, I already knew this, but then it gets deeper and digs deeper into the soul, and I loved those moments. And again, those moments work not just because of Spike Lee's directing, but because of Delroy Lindo's performance. It was absolutely captivating, and one that I will remember for years to come. We're speaking about another performance that does the exact same thing. That is Jonathan Majors, who plays the son of Paul in this. And Jonathan Majors was fantastic in Last Black Man in San Francisco last year. I absolutely loved that movie. I thought he was brilliant in there. And he, again, just goes to that next level, building on that performance that we saw last year, but giving us another masterclass performance. These are two of the best performances of this year. These are the two best performances of this year. And again, the Oscars were tomorrow. They both win. This is such a phenomenal movie. Again, phenomenal performances, and everyone is good in here. Everyone is good. Everyone does such a great job, but these two just really captivated me and took me back. And with Da 5 Bloods, the thing I really want to dive into this film is, again, that symbolism. There is so much to analyze in this movie. This is a movie that for years to come, I'm going to be taken back to it. Imagine Apocalypse Now. but made with a different type of culture and really a different type of passion-filled project inside of it that really speaks volumes to, again, our society and what is going on in today's world. Because in general, there still is a fight against America and other races, and I think The Five Bloods really speaks volumes to that. It becomes a movie that, once again, the writing is so well done in here that it just keeps you shocked at every inch and turn. And while you might feel predictable at certain aspects here and there, you're always still, like, my jaw hit the floor at a couple moments, and I was like, how did I not see that coming? And oh my god. In the end of the day, when you finish this movie, it feels heartfelt, it feels passion-filled, it makes you want to change, it makes you want to show this film to so many other people, to educate them that need to be educated. And also when you finish this movie, you just leave just totally, again, taken back, captivated, and wanting to kind of watch this film again to just analyze everything that you missed. I'm actually even ready to say, I think in a couple years from now, we are going to be calling this a classic movie again. I truly feel that this might be Spike Lee's best film yet. This guy has been one of the best directors working ever, but I truly feel like this might be his best film yet, and really coming off of this, it's great. Before I give you my final thoughts on The Five Bloods, make sure to comment down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Or do you guys feel the same way that I do on this film? Do you guys not? Let's discuss it down below in the comments, as well as hit that like and subscribe button if you guys are giant movie nerds, or if in general you're just a geek like me. I want to keep talking movies with you guys down below in the comments, so hit that like and subscribe button. Also, head on over to Cinematography Films on when films are finally heading back into theaters, because we will be giving advanced movie screening passes over there. And of course, just a big thank you to you and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Five Bloods is absolutely the most captivating movie that I've seen in 2020 yet, and it's easily in my favorites of the year so far. I do not see this leaving. And Spike Lee, again, one of the best directors working today, this is his best film yet, and I cannot emphasize that enough. I've seen a majority of his work, and every single one of his films has always brought this captivating feeling to me and this passion-filled project, but this one just feels different. This is one that I definitely wish I could have really experienced in the theaters. This is one that I feel like will be a classic years from now. It comes down to the masterclass performances in here. We would definitely be chanting Jonathan Majors and Delroy Lindo's names throughout this whole entire year up until award season. They are absolutely fantastic and some of the best performances really that I've ever truly experienced. I really cannot believe how secure and how love-filled and how passion-filled those performances really were. They dove into those characters, and I was just intrigued from every layer of their performances, and intrigued in any layer and every layer of this film. I was captivated. There's so many different things that I want to dive into deeper into this movie, find every single symbolism, and at the end of the day, the film is still entertaining. The fact that he's able to wrap up this war story with these four vets and of course one of their sons all mixed inside this adventure really brings about, again, an entertaining time, an educated time, and a very great time. This is one of the best films, again, of 2020. Spike Lee hit it out of the park, and this is one of the movies that you must be streaming right now. So with all that said, I'm going to give The Five Bloods an A+. Thank you once again for clicking on this video. You guys are seriously all the best. Can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section, as well as while you're down there, let me know what your favorite Spike Lee film is. Do you guys agree that this might be his best film yet, or do you think there are other ones? I think some people might feel like that this film's a little bit bloated. Felt like every ounce of what he put into this film was really necessary for what made this whole film's message, ideas, and in general, the concept come to life the most. So thank you guys again, once again, and of course, until next time, stay classy.